For more than a century, Columbia Public Schools has been educating children. During that time, the number of students has grown from a little more than 300 students to more than 17,400, and the technology has changed. But one thing has remained the same: the school district's tradition of excellence. Continuing this tradition of excellence takes effort, planning, community involvement, and safe, quality learning environments. On Tuesday, April 6th, the Columbia Public School District will ask voters to approve a no tax rate increase bond issue proposal to maintain and improve our facilities and to meet the needs of our growing community. The amount of the proposed bond issue is $120 million. The funds, by law, can only be used for projects like construction and renovation. They cannot be used for employee salaries, benefits, or supplies. As such, the funds would be used for building improvements, construction, air conditioning, and technology. Funds will also be set aside to cover any costs associated with bond funding, such as interest and fees. Here is a breakdown of the bond spending plan. $10 million will be used for building improvements, such as roofing, tuck pointing, window replacement, and interior renovations. In Columbia Public Schools, we cover a lot of ground. The school district maintains more than 1.8 million square feet of roofs and 2.7 million square feet of building space in our 34 school buildings and 6 support buildings. Additionally, more than half of our buildings are 40 years old or older. Several of our buildings are approaching the 100-year mark. The school district is proud of the longevity of our buildings, but keeping them in good repair requires an investment by the community. Aging roofs, boilers, and buildings require attention. $97.5 million will be used for construction of a new high school, new elementary school, and additional gym and physical education space at Hickman and Rockbridge High Schools. This amount includes $18 million that remains from the bond issue approved by voters in 2007. Several years ago, the school district, along with more than 60 members of the community, worked to develop a long-range facilities plan. That plan includes addressing the overcrowding in schools and reducing the number of trailers in our district. There are 164 trailers that house 23% of the district's students. The plan also includes reducing the number of student grade level transitions to K through 5, 6 through 8, and 9 through 12. This includes moving 9th grade students to the high school buildings. The student enrollment in Columbia Public Schools has increased by more than 750 students in the last 5 years, and at least another 1,000 students are projected over the next 5 years. $14.8 million will be used to air condition the remaining non-air conditioned schools and to replace boilers. One of the school district's goals for facilities is to increase the operational and energy efficiency of district buildings. These types of projects are helping the district reach those goals. Recently, 5 Columbia schools that were air conditioned using bond funds approved in 2007 were presented with the Energy Star Awards by the EPA. These schools, on average, are using 35% less energy than typical school buildings and also release 35% less carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Only 26 school buildings out of the 2,500 in Missouri are recognized with Energy Star Awards. 8 of those buildings are in Columbia Public Schools. $7.5 million will provide funding for computers in classrooms and labs and network infrastructure improvements. Providing up-to-date technology that meets the changing needs of the 21st century is no small task. The school district's network infrastructure needs maintenance as some of the components are reaching 20 years old. In order to support the technology needs of the more than 17,000 students and nearly 3,000 employees, the school district operates on the scale of a large corporation, maintaining more than 10,000 network drops and processing more than 12 million network connections a day. Additionally, we are charged with making sure our students are prepared for the future by providing the tools and resources they need to be successful. $8.2 million has been set aside to pay for costs associated with bond funding. This includes about $7 million as a contingency fund for interest during construction, should assessed valuation remain flat or become negative. In our community, the time is right for these projects. The current economic environment has created a positive climate for obtaining competitive construction bids, and the interest rates on bond sales remain at historically low levels. And we're planning for the future. The district has a 5-year budget plan that includes increasing fund balances to prepare for the opening of a new high school in 2013. Additionally, the ability to reduce the number of grade-level transitions will allow current teachers and staff to shift to other buildings, contributing further to the district's ability to open a new high school. We're proud of our tradition of excellence in Columbia Public Schools and the investment of the Columbia community in our schools. In Columbia Public Schools, our vision is to be the best school district in Missouri, and our mission is to provide an excellent education for all students. Safe, quality buildings contribute to that vision and mission. On April 6th, Columbia Public Schools has proposed a $120 million no tax rate increase bond issue to Columbia voters. Please remember to cast your vote on April 6th.